There are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists talking inside of my head. They are, so these bitches have trafficked me into poverty. They tried to ruin my mom's credit. They, when I was living in apartments, they made me believe it was my neighbors, my landlord, the police department. They made me believe that it was medical professionals using a war weapon. They made me believe it was trying to drug me. They made me believe like all kinds of things, right? To isolate me and to destroy my mom's credit. Luckily, none of which happened, and that was for the first 3 years. But come to find out, these bitches, their entire agenda is to traffic me into drugs and alcohol. They wanted me to traffic me into poverty, and of course, because I was moving a lot, I couldn't hold a job, and I thought someone was stalking me. Okay, and so, anyways, from that point on, it was anytime I tried to join a community, whether it be church or attempt to go to work, or go to school or go to the gym. It was like they didn't want me to have a hobby, so I didn't make any friendships there, or a community. They didn't want me going to church, so they scream while I'm like, they'll suffocate me at the gym, and then when I get to church, they're screaming so I can't hear the sermon. When I am at work, they retard me and they make me cry. They'll make my hair burn. They'll burn my scalp so my hair falls out, so I'm less marketable and attractive, and I sound insecure when I'm talking. Then they'll play with my memories so that people don't want to trust me with their transactions. When I'm at school, they because I have the opportunity for financial aid and to move forward, and that way I can build my network and start to relate to people, and I have something to discuss. And like they didn't want me to. They're retarding me while I'm writing my paper, so I can't read. Okay, literally they're like forcing my eyes to skim over the words so I can't actually grasp, and then they'll erase what I just read in my head so I can't process the next part of what I'm trying to read. It's just so all of that they're doing, not attempting to do, they're doing, on top of the fact that they kept me and my kids in poverty, so that me and my kids can't travel, we can't entertain sports or in playing musical instruments or like any activities whatsoever. They made 90% of my hair fall out. They made me stretch. They made me gain weight so that I wouldn't take pictures, so there's no evidence of them talking in my head. They want to steer me away from credible people. So the whole point is to steer me away from credible people. And steer me away from cameras and steer me away from medical professionals. So they'll sit there and say, oh, if you go see a medical professional, you'll sound like you're on drugs. And then they'll, in front of cameras, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're a whore, you're a whore, you're a whore. So they could go see if they could get me to be promiscuous and catch a venereal disease because I'm arguing with them and saying I'm an adult, I'm 40, and like acting irrational. They're playing on my emotions and playing on my intellect. And then on top of the fact, just I was going to say something else. I can't remember. Like I said, they're playing with my head. On top of the fact, these bitches, they're talking in my head. They don't want there to be any evidence. They're playing with my head. So I don't know if I make sense. They don't want there to be any evidence. Does that make sense? There to be any evidence of the fact that they're talking in my head. So, sorry, they're playing with my head because I want to post this to Facebook. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because they're trying to manipulate records, make it sound like the voices I hear are coming from outside. And of course, they want me around drug addicts because they're going to say, oh, the people around her didn't report it because, they're all on drugs. And well, they can legitimately, people can do drugs. They just can't sell it. They can consume it. It's not a crime. especially if they're on private property or whatever. So they want me around, like in like this place where I can like do drugs legally, and it's not public property, so it's not considered a crime. Okay, so they want me laid up with a guy somewhere. Like they're fucking retarded, doing drugs, not caring about my life, not caring about my kids. They kept making, so again, they made my hair fall out, and then it's obvious they're playing with my head, so I sound a little retarded. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And now they're playing with my hair. So they obviously, and I started to realize, okay, these bitches, they're trying to manipulate records. They don't have access to the records they're trying to manipulate. They don't know how to hack into someone's head. They're getting permission to get the weapon, right? To use the weapon, and the bitches, and they don't know how to block it if they were to be investigated. So they're feeling a little threatened because they're clearly committing crimes behind the weapon. Plus, I don't know them. I don't owe them money. We have nothing in common. I've never threatened them. I don't have any like relations to Islam or anything of that sort. They're playing with my head, so I sound retarded. So and they're saying retarded because they want to hurt me. They're Egyptian American Muslim women, and they're forcing words out of my mouth. And so all of this, and then they want me to die. They want to see if they can get me to commit suicide, and they're sitting there trying to see if they can, as quickly as possible, like, destroy all medical records that provide evidence that I heard voices in my head, that people were agreeing with me that they didn't hear what I heard. And then at the same time, they want me to die because there are clearly people investigating them that want access to the records that are produced, because apparently the minute that I die is when the clock starts ticking to destroy the records. If there's no medical interest, or there's no medical significance in the records, it doesn't provide anything to help science. It doesn't help a criminal investigation. If I've used no resources from the government assistance, then the terrorists, then they have a way of just they can say, well, there's nothing to these records, just destroy them. So the bitch is in the records or the file that with my name, apparently it seems on it, there are all these records or of everything these bitches have committed, all the crimes, all the money they've laundered, everything they've done, and they're in such a rush to murder me. And every fucking day, every second of the fucking day, it's we're gonna fucking murder you and your kids, you fucking bitch, you fucking whore, you stupid bitch, ha ha ha, your daughter's a retard now, we're retarding your daughter, insinuating I need to kill myself. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists, okay? They're talking in my fucking head every second of the fucking day. So this morning I woke up, and this is their attacks are fucking they're bullshit. Right now, all of this they made swell. All of this is swollen. All of this is swollen. I'm looking at my face now and I can see where they made it swell. All of my face is swollen. They're making my body swell. They're criminals. They murdered Mark and Jacob Skinner. They're murdering my kids. My kids have never traveled. They've never played a sport. They've never played a musical instrument. They want to traffic them into categories of people that all they're interested in is drugs. In particular, my daughter. I want to watch Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists talking in my head fucking die, you hear me? I want those stink ass bitches in caskets. I'm never going to stop. I want those bitches beheaded. The little piece of shit thinks I give a flying fuck. The men think I give a shit. I want them to die. The bitches are trash. They're talking in my fucking head. They're talking in my head. every fucking day. It's like, oh, you want to improve your looks? Haha, we're just, you went and got a surgery, bitch? Okay, we're going to make you fucking swell then. Oh, you think you're going to improve your looks? We're just going to make your hair fall out. Look at this. Look at this is the third surgery. They botched my body the first two surgeries. Oh, you think you're gonna work? We're gonna retard you. Oh, you think you're gonna study? We're gonna retard you. Oh, you think you're gonna take your daughter out? Oh my God, and on the holidays or for my kids' birthdays or my son's graduation. The screaming that they did inside my fucking head. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. I want nothing more than to watch those stink ass bitches die. Honest to God. They keep saying Dexter style. Okay, I want to cry right now. They're trying to make me look angry. They're the angry ones. In order to stay behind the weapon, there have to be crimes that are so barbaric, okay, to justify them sitting behind the weapon. So they're committing those crimes and like throwing it in the government's face like is this enough to sit behind the fucking weapon? Like they know but the government doesn't have access to the records, and these bitches like drag out the investigation to see if they can so that the statutes of limitations on the records, that the documented records can be destroyed, so that way they can start to like hone in on their victims and like really like murder them and whatever. And so they have these like these tactics and these strategies that they use and like this like script to like isolate their victims and really torture them. Right now it's not him, it's a woman. The women are making me swell excessively, like excessive. They don't want me explaining. They want me to die. Like they want me to die now. They're trying so fucking hard to get me to commit suicide and leave my kids behind and act like I don't fucking hear them. I want them to fucking die. You hear me? They want me to ignore what they're doing to me and act like they want me to say, oh no, my hair looks fine. Oh, it's gorgeous. After 90%, they made 90% of it fall out. I have bald spots. That's why they play on your emotions. They play on your intellect. Like, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly all day long. And they're like, haha, bitch, you look old. Haha, you fucking bitch. You look old. You look old. Like, oh, that guy is way out of your fucking league. Because they don't want me to find a man to support me and my kids. I swear to God. I swear to God, the bitches are garbage. Like, haha, we made your mom bald, you fucking whore. They're saying shit like that in my head. Like, haha, we murdered your best friend Bernadette, and we're getting away with it. And we have money. We have money. And they're like, I can see them in my head. And one of them was like, they were on the bed, like throwing the money around. Like in my head though. They're murderers. These are pedophiles. These are rapists. These are fucking murderers. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. Like, don't get it fucked up. The men want it to be like, oh no, it's us. We're men. We're men. We're the ones who. No. These are women. The women are the ones who are responsible. The men only feel comfortable because the bitches made them feel comfortable doing it. Because they'll sit there and they started burning my hair and making my hair fall out so that the men would follow their lead. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. I want those bitches to die more. I want those bitches. He is like, oh, like he's not already doing it. These are the mind games that they play. Like, I don't think you understand. He's trying to hurt me. He wants me to sound angry because the bitches keep saying, we're going to murder you Dexter style. And I'm like, well, I'll just tell everybody what you just fucking said and we'll see about that, bitch. Okay? They keep saying hadbahak means I'm going to butcher you. They're talking in my head. And then on top of it, it's like, but then they told me, oh, but if there's a case that's opened, then the government has interest, so technically we're not. So I'll say, no, you're not gonna murder me, as if they're not murdering me. Like, to play these mind games, because apparently the weapon, it reads all my algorithms, like to convince me mentally, like these are mind games. Like, I'm not being murdered. I swear, the bitches are garbage. I want them to fucking die. He's spitting in my head. He knows all I want to fucking do. All I want to do is shoot the faggot in the fucking face. In front of his wife and kids. I'm not fucking joking. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. And then I want to spit in the whorebags' faces and make him go pick up after everybody. I don't give a shit. They're garbage. And I want them to know that I definitely don't need them to fucking die, that no one fucking respects them or wants them, and the only opportunities they have are to clean up and fucking take people's leftovers and hand-me-downs. She said, kind of like what we did to you. They know damn well I'm done. They're trying to murder me because they're trying to, like, they want to do it now. They want me to stop explaining that I hear them in my which is never gonna fucking happen. I want the women stabbed to death. I will never stop explaining that I hear them talking in my fucking head. I want them sentenced to fucking death. And the bitches are talking in my head, so I don't see. She's like, oh I want them to hear you. So to all of you who are making sense of this, let me explain to you. The bitch doesn't want me in front of cameras, and she doesn't want me around credible people, and because they want to pick and choose who to use for when they set up their next crime to frame and murder. So, I mean, I think that, in my opinion, I would assume that most people would want to watch these bitches get stabbed to death, considering these bitches are brutally murdering people and picking and choosing and manipulating records and deciding on whose life they're going to take and who's going to be responsible for that murder and who's, like, I would just assume, like, if you knew somebody was doing that with a mind control, mind reading weapon, wouldn't you want that bitch stabbed to death? So, like I keep saying, it's not like I'm a violent person. I'm just saying, in regards to these bitches are the type that actually, like, they're the ones that someone's going to want to chop their head off and throw it in the middle of the street. Like, no one's going to care to carry their heads, like, fucking showing out their purses. They're fucking trash. Like a medal they just they just chopped off a deer and hung it on their wall, or whatever they do, the hunters, or whatever they do. Like, and he's making me sound stupid, but and who cares, as long as you get the premise. Like, it's gonna, like, this is gonna be like an achievement, like something that, because these bitches have been so good at manipulating records and murdering people and framing people for the crimes they're committing. So, like, all I can imagine is how dead these whorebags are. And oh my God. And he's like, I want to turn her on. I want to turn that bitch on. He's a piece of shit talking in my head. I want him in a casket. He knows, I know there are entities that want them sentenced to death. These bitches don't want me in front of, and they're being investigated, and they want to destroy the records as quickly as possible. They want me to die so that the records get destroyed as quickly as possible. like I said, they're playing with my head, so I sound a little choppy today. They knew, like, I started to think through everything, and when I started to realize, like, oh wait, this is the bulk of it. This is everything, and I can actually discuss this and make sense. They started playing with my head immediately when they realized, like, okay, Renee has her mind on making a video and making it clear as to our, like, our agenda and our attempts and everything that we're after. So it's like they're playing with my head right now. Anyways, they're Egyptian American Muslim women. They're trying to make it sound like it's a calm situation. I'm actually hysterical. They're hurting me, like they're playing with my hand, like the way I'm like doing, like they're playing with my body. They're taking control. They're taking control of my hands. I want them to fucking die, please. They're Egyptian American Muslim women serial killers. I want those cunts in caskets. Please, please. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It'll be the best thing that fucking happened. They're making me angry. They're hurting me. They're inflicting pain. He is inflicting pain. This betrayal of anger is actually him inflicting pain, because I feel this like hurt, like right here, like he's hurting me. One of the men is hurting me because I'm making it clear there are women involved, and the bitches aren't coming forward. They're not coming forward. If it's the men that are talking in my head, which they're making so obvious now, why the fuck aren't the women coming forward? I want the bitches to die on God. Anyways, that's the sum of it. I'll probably make this video over and over and over again, because I've been able to, like, unravel what's on my mind and understand what's going on, so that way I can communicate it to make sure that it's obvious. There are Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. There's no way I would have known that there's a mind reading weapon unless they made it obvious to me. They're talking in my head, which means there are people that know damn well that these bitches are behind the weapon, and there are people that fucking know that that this weapon exists and these bitches are behind it. Like that. They've made it clear. I want them to die. Look, he made me shrug my shoulders. He's a stupid psycho retard. They're taking control of me. I want them to die. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're murdering me. They're murdering me. They're murdering me. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're murdering me, and they're murdering my kids. I want them to die. You hear me? I want those bitches to die. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. They're murdering me and my kids with like this discreet mind control, mind reading, telepathy war weapon. Nobody can detect it with any of their five senses. There is no like none of the like local government or even federal government, from my understanding, has possession to identify their signals. Now, other entities who have the records and like yes, I believe they do, but there must be much higher like clearances to prosecute these terrorists, and like it's obviously not like going to be something that just happens overnight. But yeah, I know you're out there. I want these bitches to die. I'm trying to provide as much evidence as possible to sentence these bitches to death. They're Egyptian American Muslim women. Right now I can hear 1, 2, maybe like 3, 4 of them. It sounds like 3 or 4 talking in my head right now. I want the bitches to die more than I have ever wanted anything in my fucking life. In my fucking life. I want the women to die. I want the women to die more than I have ever I want the women to die. I want the women sentenced to death more than I have ever wanted anything in my life. In front of the men. And I really want the men, but I want to teach them a lesson. They're like, our women are better than yours. Our whatever. Haha. Oh, honey, what do you want me to do? And she's like, hit her, hit her. And so they'll use the weapon and they'll electrocute my mind. Like, and then he put her on his lap and he was like, go ahead, do whatever you want. And so one of the women sat there and burned my scalp until all my hair fell out. And every time I would wear my hair up and it would flatter my face, they'd make my hair fall out in those areas. That's why you see chunks, because I used to wear it like this and it was really pretty right here. So they made all of this fall out. And then they made all of this fall out because it kind of, that wing look. And then it, like, everywhere, if I put it in a ponytail, they wanted all of this to be obvious. Like, it's like random places where hair is falling out. Like, I can't put it in a ponytail. It's obvious. And like, it looks like chunks of hair fell out of the back of my head. And then on top of it, they want me straightening my hair so that with the blow dryer, they can say I burn my follicles so that they closed. I'm going to go get another biopsy because I want to make sure that their follicles are still intact. I'm going to do it probably this coming year. I've done it every 2 years for the past 4 years. So I'm going to do it again for the third time. Because I want to make sure it's clear that those bitches made my hair fall out. Dude, I want them to fucking die. When I'm in there, it's like, and here, like my basic needs, like, I need to take a shower, brush my teeth, wash my face. They'll start making my hair fall out for washing my hair because I want to look clean. Like, okay, well, if you're gonna look clean, then your hair's gonna fall out, you stupid bald bitch. So I sat there to think about it and I was like, well, I'd much rather be bald and look clean than have dirty hair and like scare people away. So that was my take on that. And, yeah. Like, because I washed my hair, they made my hair fall out. Because I do my hair. Like, you fucking bitch. I fucking told you. The men, like, and then they do this with their foot, like they're stuck. Like, doing that with their foot is retarding me. So I sound stupid. So I apologize because he's playing with the tone in my voice and playing with how I communicate what's on my mind. But yeah, like, as if like I'm a roach or I'm a bug that they're trying to squash. Like, get the fuck out of here. We said you're not gonna fucking go to work, dumb bitch. They're Egyptian American Muslim women terrorists. Okay? And then the women will say edilo, like, give it to her. Like, give it, like, give it to her. Yeah. I mean, he's laughing in my head and they're playing with it because they know I'm done talking. They'll fucking die. I want them to die. He's playing with the weapon because I'm communicating what's going on. I know damn well what's going on and I want the bitches to die and I'm not fucking playing. They're fucking serial killers. This isn't a fucking game. He wants it to be like, I'm pretty. Like, that's what he wants me to sit there and like this. And mind you, all of that is emotionally abusive. Oh, by the way, all of this is swollen. No, I see it now. They made this swell. Because I'm like, why does my face look so weird? All of this is swollen. And this is just constant. This is fucking constant. Every second of the fight, he's like, in my head right now. Because he's like, oh my God, because they've murdered people. They ran Daniel Atkins over with a train. they hit Mark and Jacob with a car, and they gave Bernadette a heart attack, and they gave my dad 5 heart attacks until they murdered him, and they drugged Berna and raped her to death, and then they gave her a heart attack, and they Shady, the same thing. They made him choke on his saliva, and my sister, they damaged her thyroid, her pancreas, and gave her Graves' eye disease. So they're like, to them, they're like, who is this bitch? Like, look at this innocent little bitch, as if she's gonna do something. Like trying to make me feel insecure when I know damn well once I provide the evidence, these bitches, I'm gonna have like mobs of people wanting to sentence these bitches to death. That's what they're uncomfortable about. Like, that's what makes them uncomfortable with how boldly I'm coming forward about hearing them in my head. I want those bitches to die. I want them to die. And the more bold I am, the more like aggressive they get. Look, right now he's stretching. He's like making my face swell. I know you can't tell, but my face looks super round. Anyways, like I keep saying, they're Egyptian American Muslim women. I want those bitches to die more than I have ever wanted anything in my fucking life. You hear me? I want them to die in front of the men.